to all dignitaries who are present at the stage, on the dais, and to everyone who is present on the event. First of all, congratulations for this new court complex which has come up. I think the true guest of honor today is the Bhiwandi Bar Association. It is with their efforts and their tenacity that not only a PIL came to be filed, orders were passed and were effectively implemented. It is the joint effort of the judiciary and the state, by reason of which today this building is standing today. As a junior lawyer, I had appeared in 97, 98 in the old court structure. So today when I see this building, I am as overjoyed as all of you are. At that time I felt that we should have a state-of-art court buildings, and today when I see this building, I feel as if my dream has come true. Access to justice. When we talk about this, the discussion is limited only to a judicial delays or pending litigation. But an important aspect of this access to justice is the right of the citizen to have a state-of-art, a robust, and an adequate judicial infrastructure. And this has come out when His Lordship Justice Oak, when he was presiding in the division bench, through his judgments, he has ensured that this right of the citizen has been upheld. Because this court infrastructure is not for the judiciary only, it is not for the advocates only, but it is mainly for the citizens to uphold their rights. And their rights have today been upheld when this court building has now come up. Like Justice Oak had rightly observed, that essentials of an infrastructure are adequate number of judicial officers, spacious rooms for the courts, for the cabins, facilities for the bar, and adequate space for the litigants. When we say a facility for bar, we mean a library, the bar association, adequate space, washrooms, which are sadly lacking in most of the court complexes. Today, whatever was observed by His Lordship Justice Oak finds place in this new court complex. So therefore, it is as if it is a joint outcome of the judiciary of the state which has resulted in this court infrastructure which is today set up. In 2004-2005, the E-Committee of the Supreme Court had envisaged the use of information technology and administrative reforms in the Indian judiciary. But without an adequate infrastructure and the information technology used at the subordinate court level, this objective of the E-Committee could never have been met. Today, what we see over here, I hope and expect and dream that it is replicated all over the country, not only in Maharashtra and Goa, but all over. It is then and only then that the rights of the citizen to access to justice, to fair justice, will be upheld. When we talk about justice, it does not only mean giving judgments for the advocates to argue, for the judges to give in judgment. It is also necessary that there is a dispensation of justice. It is only when you have an adequate court infrastructure, then a dispensation of justice takes place, because then the judiciary can effectively perform their functions. I am speaking in English because I didn't want to think in English and translate it in Marathi, which would come out to be something else. So therefore, please forgive me for speaking in English. Congratulations to all of you for this new court complex, because this was a cherished dream, not only of this bar, but of the entire judiciary. It is the dream of the judiciary that the infrastructure at the subordinate court level should be a state-of-art infrastructure. Fortunately, now the scenario seems to be changing, where we have now seen this court complex. There is another which is coming out in the metropolitan cities, in Mazgaon, at Vikhroli, and we hope that this keeps on changing, that there is a concerted effort by the state and the judiciary to ensure that more and more court complex. Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you.
We are grateful to you, Honorable Justice Deshmukh. Honorable Justice Deshmukh mentioned about the word justice. It reminded me about a famous quote of Dominus Ulipan. He says that justice is the constant and perpetual will to allot to every man his due. मला असं वाटतं की भिवंडीला जे योग्य होतं, जे चांगलं होतं ते ज्युडिशरीच्या माध्यमातून आणि या नव्या वस्तूच्या रूपात मिळालेलं आहे. पुन्हा एकदा आपण या सगळ्या ज्युडिशरीचं आपण अभिनंदन करूया, धन्यवाद देऊया. या इमारतीचं बांधकाम चालू असताना आपले जे गार्डियन जज होते ते माननीय जामदार साहेब आज आवर्जून इथं उपस्थित आहेत. त्यांच्या